Hey everybody, it's Steve with Sky194 and appreciate you taking the time out of your day to stop in and visit and check out my video. And we are here at Silverstone and I am in the Huracan EVO2 and this is my league race from ESENIORS, and I'm really disappointed because to me, in my opinion, it was just an absolutely awesome race. But my audio gremlins just keep cropping up and having issues. Seems like the more I mess with it, the worse it gets. So I'm not an audio man, but so I went back to my old setup, back to my headset. I have a Audi's Mobius headset that I've had now for a while, for probably I don't know, a couple years, and I've tried to replace them with some other headsets, and they just don't cut the mustard. So I keep coming back to this set because it sounds the best to me, and the mic is the best. And I even went to the standalone mic and everything, and it sounds it's awful. So I just can't get it right. So anyway, the audio's messed up, and it's really disappointing because it was a great race. So I'm gonna try only show a few highlights. Because I'm sure everybody would rather watch it as it's going on instead of in a recording like this. So we're going to jump in the car real quick. I'm starting ninth, and you can see Wolfsliner up there and Moses, Saunders. I mean, you got some really fast guys in here. Good field. This is Group 1. Again, I decided to do the Huracan EVO2 for this group, something different than Pan Am. Not the greatest of starts, but it wasn't awful. A little sloppy in the beginning, but you know, a little bit here and there, but just trying to get my feet. I'm not that great here at Silverstone, which I was talking about in the video. It's really a weak track for me. I've never had a good race here, and this was actually one of the best races I've ever had here. So I was really bummed when the audio the audio was not good. So, but I'm really, again, it was a fun race, and just everybody, as you saw, I mean, not too many times do you see the start of a race at Silverstone and not one wreck, not one hit, not one wreck. I haven't seen it from anybody. It's just everybody is minding their P's and Q's. I was really impressed. Really good driving. I can't say enough about it as far as the discipline with everybody. Everybody, they do have stiffer penalties on lap 1. It was in the driver's pre-race meeting. So if you get a wreck in lap 1 and you caused it, you're going to get a stiff penalty. So everybody, I think, was realized that, but I just thought it was really good. It doesn't get any better. Turn 1 was absolutely killing me. The whole race, it was my Achilles heel. Which, after the race, I did a little setup, just a teeny setup change, I think, to help that. But it was really hurting me. Just kept understeering through there. Everywhere else, the car was pretty good. I mean, it was just everybody was all out for, I don't know, I mean, for the whole time. It just seemed like, you know, the whole time everybody was just giving it everything they had. We'll jump up ahead. A few laps before the pit stop. I was putting pressure on the McLaren, but you know, he was handling it really good. Again, you know, he was, I could tell in some places he was slipping a little bit. You know, the car was getting loose, but he was still able to catch it and keep control of it, so it was very good driving. And especially in that last sector there, that's where he was getting real loose. It seemed like the most. But it's just amazing how he was strong in some places. I was strong in some places. Of course, I always stink here in this last turn, so that's a given. I was just trying to keep it for me not too bad. It was one pit stop. I think it's 50 minutes, and he had one pit stop. He had to take fuel and tires. I think the next race is at Barcelona, I think. Up to the next couple laps. Again, see, I'm still dueling it out. I mean, there wasn't a ton of passing, so it was just so tight. Everybody was trying, you know, to be careful, but you know, it's hard to get a big advantage because everybody's got advantages in different places of the track. So that, I mean, I kind of like races that way. I mean, you know, some people might find that a little boring, which I understand, but it also makes it for you can't make a mistake, because if somebody makes a mistake, you're going to get pounced on big time, and it's so hard to give it, you know, to get it back. And a couple times I was loose like that, and see, I was coming in the pits, but I mean, a couple times you get loose like that or do something, go off track a little bit, and that's all it takes, and you're out. So I had a decent pit stop. You see the AMG in front of me. So we'll come on when I'm coming out of the pit stop. You see the AMG's up ahead of me. He's up about 2 seconds. I think he's about 2.5 seconds. But that, you know, which is great. Another thing, it was a great looking car too. I love the livery on that AMG. It looked really nice. But if you look behind me, you see the Porsche. That's the one that was really definitely, he was driving excellent and just pressured me the whole time. I mean, and again, the same kind of thing as it was with the McLaren. I mean, he was strong in some places, I was strong in some places, and I mean, I really think he had faster pace than me, but again, it's just hard to get around. And of course, I wanted points. You know, I'm looking for points, so I'm thinking, well, you know, I need to finish. I don't want to get in a wreck. So I mean, I was not like defending like crazy. I was trying to defend maybe a little, but mostly just trying to run my line, and just thinking to myself, if he does get up alongside, I'm just going to let him go. I'm not going to try to fight it out, fight it corner after corner and door to door and all this. You know, if he legit, you know, really gets up next to me, you can see right there he's getting a run. But if he, you know, really gets up alongside of me, like in a braking zone or whatever, and just gets up alongside of me, I'll let him have the pass and let him take the position. I mean, that's what I was really thinking about. Huracan isn't running away from nobody. And that Porsche is just as faster down the straightaway. Of course, my custom livery that I had done by Mario, thank you to him, which we'll take a look. I mean, he did the same color scheme as my Porsche, so it just looks awesome. I'm so happy with how it came out. One thing we changed, the green, we changed it from a flatter green to a glossy green. That's it. But other than that, it's the same kind of pattern. Put some different sponsors on it. Got some different model makers that are on there. Just got models makers that I really like. But it was really good. I mean, I thought it was, again, a really good battle. And again, I'm closing in on the AMG, so I'm really trying to concentrate on both. I'm looking at the AMG, in front of me, and I'm looking at the Porsche behind me. So we'll skip ahead. So you see now this is another couple laps later, and you see I've closed up more. So again, I'm closing in little by little, 2/10 here, 2/10 there. But look, he's still there. I mean, he is, again, an extreme amount of patience. I mean, he's really trying to work to where he's trying to set up a pass, and he was strong down his front straightaway. He usually got a little better run, obviously, out of the last turn, because I stink. And he could get a better run out of there, and then I think I was better through these S's than he was, so I would pull back out a little bit most of the time. I don't know about this time. Again, not big differences. Again, just small, differences in the lines and the cars and things like that. And again, maybe I pulled another car length, but not much. Again, very close. Close on speed down the straightaway. You see he's pulling in some. He's closing in on the draft. And he's really good on the brakes coming into this. So I still say he had a little better pace, but he just couldn't, he's trying to find a way to get around me. Whoop. And then, of course, with the AMG, again, keeps closing and closing. So we're going to watch the last couple laps. There's actually 3 laps. We'll watch that, and that's it. And see, now I'm right up on the AMG. I'm right up on him. And you see the livery there, which I really like. Again, I like the one on AMG. It's really nice looking too. Now, this is the way it was the whole time. I mean, in the beginning we were in a different pack, and then now I'm in, this other pack, and it was really great racing. And that's kind of the same way with the AMG. I mean, a couple times I was all over him, but I couldn't find a way around. I mean, I'm pretty sure I was a little quicker, but it wasn't enough to where I could make a good pass. So, especially through this sector here, this second sector, I think I was faster than him. Car was really, felt good. It was racy. It always needs an improvement, but I think it was really good for my first race there, especially through here. You can see I'm really all over him, and a couple times I almost went on the inside of him because I was really just crawling all over him through there. He was not doing, that was his weak point, but he always got a good drive coming down here. So coming off of there, he would pull away from me, so I couldn't do anything else. He would just pull away by 2 or 3 car lengths. The acceleration is so good on the AMG, and also the acceleration on the Huracan isn't good. So that's the bad thing. I mean, the acceleration on the EVO2, I messed up there. The Porsche almost ran right into me. And see again, the drive, I messed up because I got my wheel in the dirt. Really messed the Porsche up, which that was my fault. but he was good as far as reacting, not hitting me. The Huracan is more of a momentum car. It doesn't. What I'm learning is it does not like the slow turns, the bus stop turns, the slow turns. It does not like any of those kind of things. It likes more the just flowing, flowing track type thing. So we'll have to see. Again, Barcelona is pretty flowing, except that last little chicane there. You see I'm crawling all back over him again. And of course I'm trying to get my composure because I messed up a couple times and just about lost the position. And again, I still got my mind. If he gets up alongside me, gets up inside of me, I'm just going to let him have it because I don't want to wreck. I don't want to wreck and then go from a decent finish back down to 15th or something. So, after fighting this long and this hard. And again, I was looking for a way around, but just couldn't make it happen. And you see him pull away. He just pulls away right there. He just drives away by a couple car lengths. Now the Porsche got a real good run here. And here he's going to try to do an overtake. And he dives to the inside, and he overcooked it. He might have thought I was going to hit him, but I wasn't. And I went sideways there. Let's take a look at that again. But I wasn't going to hit him because I saw him there. I knew he was coming. But I was staying to the outside, but he might have got nervous, and he just went out in the gray stuff and then lost it. But at least he still was able to get back on track and get back going. He didn't, and I almost lost it there. Of course, I lost more touch with the AMG. So we kind of got spread out over that one little sector there. I really like the EVO2, the Huracan. It's a great car. It's still just learning more the what it likes and doesn't like, especially on the setup part. And I've come a long way just in a short time. So I think it's going to get better and better. We'll find out at the next race. Hopefully it'll do good at the next race. But I was so happy with this race. Again, I can't remember ever having a good race here at Silverstone, and it was a really fun race. Good race. I moved up a few positions, finishing decent, good start. It's my favorite section right through here. You see, I'm closing back in on him again, because he just wasn't as strong through that section, but he always did good right through there. The car just pulled away. The acceleration is so much better than the Huracan. I love the different. I really love and enjoy the differences in all the cars. It just really makes it really interesting. Just like the sounds, just like all the strengths and weaknesses of each car. It really is amazing. Of course, we're starting to close back up again, but you can see the checkered flag is out. So that's where I finished in 6th place. A good start. Congrats to Chris Moses and Wolfsliner. And Saunders for the top 3. They did great. Great times, and they were battling up front also. So again, I just wanted to show you some quick highlights as short as I could, and we will go to the setup. All right, back here at Silverstone to go over the setup. And again, as you see, come up another picture, you'll see that again that my custom livery, and I got some little bit auto art there on the front, and BBR, which are model makers, some different model makers, and still Spark. one of my favorites. But I love the looks of it. He did such a great job. Thank you, Mario. And he's working on an AMG for me with maybe a little bit different too. So again, just a little bit different things. I just love having those. It makes me even feel more like it's my own car. So it really makes it special, and I appreciate that. So let's go to the setup and load it up here. Got 25 left front, 24.5 left rear, 25.6 right front, and 25.3 right rear. The toe's at -0.1, and the camber's at -3.8, and the caster at 8.9. The toe on the rear is a positive 0.2, with the camber at -3 on the left rear, -2.9 on the right rear. You know, only reason I did that is it was showing it in the separation and the wear and the tires. So basically, just trying to open it, you know, help it out a little bit. Electronics got 3, 3, 3, and 5. And again, you know, you could be a little bit more aggressive with that. Maybe turning the TC2 down. But I just did that to have a little bit of, you know, leeway, a little bit of a parachute. You know, I think it was very steady, and you could still slide the car a little bit and things like that and keep control of it. Of course, I had 55 liters with the #1 brake pad. Mechanical, 6 on the anti-roll bar, 61 on the brake bias with the steering all the way down. Springs in the front were 167,000 with a 700 bump stop rate and a 2 bump stop range. And on the rear, the springs were 136,000 with a 900 bump stop rate and a 20 bump stop range. Anti-roll bar is 3 and the preload is 90. Here got everything was working really well. I was thinking maybe stiffening up the bump stop rate a little bit on the back, but other than that, everything seems pretty good. Shocks in the front are 11, 3, 18, and 5, and on the rear they're 2, 1, 10, and 5. And again, all dialed in by Motec, and every time I did it, it seemed like I got a little bit more, you know, closer and closer, and I think it's pretty close right now. Pretty good, you know, dialed in. Aero got 55 in the front, 68 in the rear with a 7 wing and a 4 in the brake ducts, and the front aero variation is a 2.1 to the positive. Now, what I ran in the race was 1 less. I had a 67 in the ride height. So I went up to 68 because that's what I had before in practice, and I took it down trying to be a little bit conservative. So I'm putting it back, you know, put it back up to 68 because I think it helps with that turn in and the car not understeering there going into the turn, especially turn 1. So I would probably recommend doing that. If not, you can also try leaving it at 67 because, like I said, that's what I had in the race, and maybe taking the wing and going down 1 more. So that's another option. So either those two would work. You know, either going down to 67, leaving it, you know, down to 67 and taking the wing to 6, or leaving it at 68 and the wing at 7. So again, see what you like the best, what, you know, feels good for you. But again, the car felt very balanced. Tire wear was really good. No real issues. You know, wearing on the rear more than the front, but that's common. That's not anything that's abnormal. So again, I hope you enjoyed the setup. I hope it works good for you. I really liked it. And again, I was the only Huracan in the field, which I was like, wow, a brand new car, Huracan EVO2, and nobody else is using it. Nobody. There's all kinds of Ferraris, all kinds of Porsches, but not one other Huracan EVO2. I'm the only one. So come on, Lamborghini. How about, you know, me being your driver for, you know, for this series? I mean, there's no other Huracans. I'm the only one that picked the Huracan, and it's a new car. I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's that bad. I think it's a good car. I mean, it's got goods and bads like any car, but anyway, I love it. I love the car. I think it looks. I love all the Huracans, but again, I love this even more. And with my custom livery by Mario, and I appreciate that. And I sure hope you like this video and give me a like and subscribe. And I promise I'm working really, really hard on this audio thing, and I will figure something out. I got a lot of things in the works trying to get this straightened out. I love these headset, and that's another whole other subject because I've spent a lot of money in headsets, and this Audi's is the best I've seen. And I love the sound of it. I just want the good quality, you know, on your end too. So again, and that's streaming also. So I just hope that you bear with me, and I'll work it out. And I hope you give me a like and subscribe. And again, I have a Discord link in the description. And also, I asked somebody where if they pay for the setups. My setups are all free. I do have a PayPal link in my description. So if you want to help support the channel, it's greatly appreciated. If you want to support whatever you think it's worth, whatever whatever it is, I still say thank you. So again, if you want to do that, and again, special thanks to Stu and Mark and Mike for their support. I appreciate it. And again, I sure hope you guys come back and visit again really soon. Y'all take care. See ya.